Welcome to our channel. Today, we have the following news. Zhao Lusi's 7-minute set. Who should take responsibility for the music festival Meltdown? On May 1, 2025, the finale of the Beijing Yuanqi Forest Music Festival turned into what many are calling the most embarrassing moment in recent Chinese entertainment history. Actress and rising music performer Zhao Lusi, scheduled to deliver a 30-minute set as the headliner, was abruptly cut to just 7 minutes. She barely finished 2 songs before her time was up. Returning to the stage to apologize, Zhao was visibly emotional, saying tearfully, "Only 15 minutes. Sorry." The crowd responded with signs demanding refunds and chants of "Give us the full performance." What was meant to be a climactic end to a major music festival instead became a symbol of the industry's ongoing dysfunction. A domino effect in disguise. One delay, everyone pays. At first glance, the chaos seemed to be triggered by a single incident, a band arriving 20 minutes late. But that was merely the first domino in a chain reaction of failures. Audience reports revealed that artists like Lao Lang, Liu Shuang, and the travel band all had their time squeezed. Rock legend Qui Jian was reportedly forced off stage mid-performance. Zhao Lusi, meant to close the show in triumph, ended up the biggest casualty of a poorly managed timeline. The organizers blamed a sudden traffic accident for the disruptions, but offered no explanation for why backup plans weren't implemented. There were no cuts to redundant programming like promotional segments or sponsor speeches. No emergency schedule adjustments were made in collaboration with artists' teams. The lack of a crisis response was as damaging as the initial delay. Zhao Lusi's team had promoted her participation as both her music festival debut and a charitable endeavor, with sponsors linking her performance to million-yuan donations. What audiences received, however, was a rushed 7-minute appearance, a bait-and-switch that many fans are now calling a form of commercial fraud. Unfortunately, this wasn't an isolated case. The 2024 Strawberry Music Festival was marred by technical failures that led to last-minute artist cancellations and on-site conflicts. A 2023 satellite TV New Year's Eve show saw multiple performances axed to overtime. And in 2022, Jane Zhang famously lashed out mid-concert after waiting 40 minutes to go on stage, asking the audience, "Should I sing or not?" From fan economy to fan fury. The Zhao Lusi incident has fueled more than just disappointment, it has ignited widespread outrage. What began as fan frustration has evolved into a broader critique of systemic abuses within the entertainment industry. Zhao's decision to personally reimburse fans for their tickets and gifts may have seemed generous, but it underscored a troubling truth. Artists are increasingly expected to bear the consequences of organizational negligence. Rather than the festival organizers taking responsibility, the burden of compensation fell on Zhao herself, a twisted form of dignity compensation that highlights just how little accountability exists in these commercial partnerships. Moreover, this incident revealed the dangerous consequences of a traffic-first mindset. In an effort to generate maximum buzz by placing Zhao Lusi and Qui Jian on the same bill, organizers manipulated the schedule at the expense of other performers, and ultimately imploded the entire event. This short-sighted strategy reflects a broader trend of sacrificing artistic integrity and audience satisfaction for clout. Even Zhao's attempt to salvage a moment, reminding fans to prioritize safety and not crowd overnight, couldn't mask her distress. Despite her superstar status, she was treated like a disposable tool, stripped of control over her own stage time. A wake-up call. Fans demand industry reform. In response, fans and industry watchers are calling for a systemic overhaul. On platforms like Douban, campaigns have launched to boycott organizers with a history of broken promises. On Weibo, fans are advocating for third-party time notarization, a system where an independent body certifies the start and end times of performances. Over on Zhihu, legal experts are discussing whether artists should have the contractual right to strike when their time is cut without warning. All of this reflects a growing desire to move away from the entertainment industry's chaotic barbaric growth phase and toward a more professional, contract-respecting ecosystem. Toward a contract-conscious future. Zhao Lusi's 7-minute stage has become more than just a mishap, it's a rallying cry for reform. Music festivals must now embrace better planning and more robust contractual protections. One proposal is to introduce a time bank, a flexible time buffer, 15–20%, built into every schedule, as seen at international festivals like Glastonbury. Organizers could also adopt process visualization strategies, publishing schedules a month in advance and using real-time updates, possibly via blockchain, to keep all parties informed. Japan Summer Sonic Festival already live streams scheduling updates to the audience. Most importantly, there must be enforceable penalties for breaches of contract. When SM Entertainment successfully sued a Korean festival for cutting an artist's set, it sent a clear message: professionalism matters. Some Chinese festivals are already testing solutions. The MIDI Music Festival introduced a time arbitration committee in 2024 to mediate live disputes. The TFBOY's 10th anniversary concert used a double-stage system to avoid delays. And singer Zhang Yixing has reportedly included overtime penalty clauses in his concert contracts, 500,000 yuan for every minute lost. Conclusion: restoring dignity to the stage. When Zhao Lusi was cut to 7 minutes, the public lost more than just a few songs, it lost faith in the professionalism of an entire industry. The fans' calls for refunds weren't just about money, they were about fairness, respect, and the broken promise of a shared experience. The lesson here is simple: no amount of star power can compensate for the absence of structure. In the future, a true music festival should honor both its artists and its audience. Let Zhao Lusi's next performance be introduced with a clearly stipulated 30 minutes ±5 clause. Let Qui Jian take the stage with a countdown timer that shows exactly how long he has left. Let delays trigger immediate, transparent contingency plans, not chaos. Only then can we say that this industry has learned from its mistakes, replacing the vanity of traffic first with the dignity of contracts, and turning every cheer into a well-earned celebration.